Hi, it's Jess here from Nigezza.co.uk. Thank you for joining me today. So I'm going to bring you a quick project today. Going to make quite a simple little tag. So I made these for a blog hop. I had to do a blending thing. I made a card at the same time, and out of the same piece of scrap of cardstock I had, I made that topper, and I thought, oh, that'll look nice on a tag. So I cut these two out as well. So I'm not going to show you how to do the card. I'm just going to do the tags. And I am doing a blog hop, and the theme was a tic-tac-toe. So you have a grid of 9 things and you pick a row. And so I had to use a punch, some ribbon and floral. So I looked at this tag, and at the time I didn't have a ribbon in it, and I thought, oh, if I just do the ribbon, that fits the theme. So I do like it when a plan works out like that. I used crumb cake cardstock on this one and soft suede, and I stamped with, can't remember if I stamped with an early espresso. I think I did. I stamped in early espresso. But I'm going to try Sahara sand for a change. It's a little bit lighter than crumb cake, and I thought let's just see how many tags I get out. So this is normal A4, and the flowers in this set. So this is Wonderful World. So this is part of the bundle that's free, and it will still be free. It's until the end of August. You get this stamp set, and you get a pack of paper. So this pack of paper, Wonderful World paper. So if you spend £90 in my shop, you get this for free. So a pack of paper, 12 sheets, 12 by 12, 6 designs, 2 sheets of each, all double-sided. But I liked these, and these florals appear in it, and I've scanned and cut some of them, and that's the smaller flowers, and I cut the larger ones as well. So yeah, and then there's sheets that I don't scan or cut. So let's have a little look. Enough of the waffle. We have got, so 4 1/4, that seems like. It should probably be better to do it 4 1/8, and then it kind of, I can get 2 across, can't I? So that is 2.5 wide. So if I do 2.5 wide there, and if I do 4 1/8, which is half our A4. So if you were using American letter size, you could do this 4 1/4, because you're 8.5 wide, aren't you? So that is the size of that tag. Just a smidge shorter, but I don't think that matters. And then these little ones, now I cut these out with my tailor-made tags, but it was out of the scrap I had, so they're actually shorter than what the tailor-made tags are. So actually they're 3 inches by 1 3/4. So how are we doing? So if we go, yeah, 1 3/4. And let's go 3 inches. It's quite a nice size, that. I'm going to be making a mini journal. So I wanted some small, quick, easy tags. 3 inches. Then I've got a little, just a little thing. Might do something with that. So that, we'll just do those 4. Don't want to be boring. We'll just do those 4. So quite simply, and I'm quite glad that I've got 2 of each size, so I can show you that we've got ordinary slanted tag top, and then we've got a fancy one. And I've been using this for ages and making tags and journaling cards using it. So there we've got a nice little topper. And what I didn't realise is that you can actually make 2 different styles of top depending on, so that way I had it with a slanty bit at the top and that created that top. Now if I put it so that the little hole cutter is at the top, punch, you always turn, well I do anyway, and punch the other way, you get a different style top. And it took me ages. I made a project where I'd used 6 tags in it, and it was whilst I was looking at the finished project that I realised that I had 2 different styles of top, which I hadn't realised. So that makes this even more value for money, in my opinion. So there we go. And then I'm just eyeballing the centre there. There is a little notch there on this that tells you where the centre is. But also you can see when you look down, oh, there was me showing you, you can see when you look down, you can kind of judge at the side here where you've got it in the centre. And that's our little hole for the top. So on these smaller tags, I think I'm going to put the hole in first because it will be easier to put the hole in first. To be fair, I quite like a little square tag like that. Something a bit different. There we go. And then the other thing, so we've got our straight edge, which I think would be too big for this, but I've put a little line on there. I don't know if you can see. I've just marked with a permanent marker a little line there, which would make it a little bit smaller. So you can pop that in and then push it down and then turn it over. And that gives us a little tag like that, which I think works well as well, because I think that this would be quite large, quite a large little corner. I wonder, let's try. I'm just thinking about adding this so that it just comes up to that corner there. How that would work. So I've got it in line with that corner there. Glasses would help. Let's see what that'll look like. Head comes in. When you go so far down, kind of holds it in place. Might need to do a little bit of vital cutting at the top. Oh, put it down there. So that's not bad at all. Just need a little bit of a trim there. I went slightly wrong. Bit of practice and that will be really cool to give a little top like that. So just another way of using that punch. Just thought of that one as I was doing it. So, oh, and then the bits. Get rid. So, got my tags, and that one's straight edge. I'm going to leave that one straight. I've got my little small corner punch. I think I'm going to around the corners. We don't have corner rounder anymore. And that one's a bit temperamental. It might need emptying. No, it doesn't actually need emptying, just. There we go. I just think sometimes punches just go, nah, not going to work. There we go. That'll do me. So there we go. 4 different style punches, 10 minutes to get us that far. So now, I don't know why I put that up there, because I want this now. So we are going to put this one on the big one, and I'm going to put it on both of them, and then sometimes it really sticks. I'm going to put these little ones on there, so they're going to be kind of nice and simple. I'm not going to use those other bits, so I'm going to use my nice big block for that one. I think these fit. Do these fit on this one? Nah. We need our D's for these. There we go. Let's try and pick that up a little bit more central. Not that it really matters, to be fair. Right, so I'm not going to stamp in Harvestdown. I'm going to stamp in something darker. I think I'll go for soft suede on this one. And you get quite a bit of detail in this stamp as well. I'm doing quite a lot of inking because I've done quite a lot of distressing with this ink pad, and I'm not sure if it could do with re-inking now, so let's have a look. No, that's fine. So you can see the detail that you get in that stamp. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do that one in a different colour, just to see, give myself a bit of variety. Let's have a look at this one. Yeah, oh, done a slight little bit of shadow in there. I might trim that down actually. Doesn't matter because I'm distressing it, so it doesn't actually matter. I'm going to do these two in early espresso. So I just wanted to make some quick little tags. Let's go in my collection. I'm building up quite a collection of tags. Now, tags are quite easy to make and enjoyable. Oh, I love that. Love it. Beautiful. Stunning. Right. And yeah, it's quite handy. I did a journal last weekend and it was really handy to have lots of tags and things all ready to go in. Just going to wipe off there. A little bit overzealous. I don't think it will come out on my stamped image, but I don't want to take any chances. There we go. Oh, yes. Like that. So you can see the difference between early espresso and soft suede. Really like that. Liking that a lot. Right, so now I'm going to do some inking. So I'm going to bring in, got an old Stampin' Up catalogue. Going to use that. Got my blending brush that I've been using for my browns. There we go. And let's get some inking done to make it look even older. So all I did was coming in and just sort of stopping so that the centre isn't fully inked, so you've got like shading just in from the outside to make it look like it's been worn over time. So in this one, obviously I stamped in this colour as well, so you're getting that. Getting that effect there. So we've got that. So that's that one. You can still see a little bit of the shadow in there, but I don't think it matters. I might do a little bit of further stamping on it. So I am not sure if I'm not going to change the colour of the shading on this one. Not sure. Actually, I quite like it. That reminds me a little bit of the flower in Beauty and the Beast, the one where the petals sort of fall off, and when the last petal falls off, he's a beast forever. Just came to me that as I was doing it. There we go, and that's that one done. And so I'm going to do the backs in exactly the same way, but I'll just speed that up. Okay, so they're all finished and inked on the back. So I thought I'd add a little bit of distressing. I didn't in the original, but mainly because I did that little bit of ghosting there. So I'm at least going to do it on that one to sort of disguise. So I'm going to use Sahara Sand, I think. I don't use that very often. And I'm using the little splatter from Quiet Meadow. And going to put my glasses on to make sure I kind of hit where that ghosting is. Yeah, I have. I mean, there is still that line there, but I don't think it matters if I'm adding these bits. I think it's okay. So give it a little bit of an old look. I do quite like having these dots on the back. I usually just do opposite corners. So now I just want to add some words. So I usually take that love and that kind, just one little word, I think, to add to these tags. Now often I would cut the words out and use them. I'm not going to stamp them on this because the red rubber stamps, they don't need cushioning, and sometimes you get ghosting when that happens. So I've got the love and I've got the you're too kind, and obviously I just want other kind. So I'm gonna do early espresso on the early espresso ones and soft suede on the soft suede ones, I think. So now because it's red rubber, you can't really see through it, so I've kind of cut it a little bit to try and get it as straight as possible, but actually even my cut line is slanting down, so it's not really that much help. So I'm just going to go for it and hope I get it right. So might see my head a little bit. That's not bad. That's not bad. That'll do. So rather than change up the ink, just going to stick with it. Stick with that. And now I want to change to soft suede and do the kind, and I've also cut this a bit, so I've got a slight, I can kind of see where the red rubber does that, and no, I'm not. I'll say I was going to try and do this without masking, but I'm on camera, it'll all go pear-shaped, so I'm not. So I'm just going to get a bit of washi, stick that across there, ink up, save that for the next one, and then put the kind across. Stick it straight. Sorry about my head, but it's really hard to see. That'll do. Now we'll do it again. Stick that back on. Gonna have my head again. I have done my roots. You're all right. There we go. So that's them done. I'm gonna move that washi tape because I can see that going all peaked on. Now, what I did, I'm going to put my inks away now because I don't need them anymore. Well, might do. So what I did, rather than just add the ribbon, I made like a little bit of a top. It's not bad. I'm going to try and do it without the aid of a punch and see what happens. So folding it in half and then just rounding the corner really. I mean, it is a vintage tag, so it don't really matter. There. To be fair, don't think that's that bad. That's for that one, Jez. Yep, not bad. Stick it down and then do the hole again. Just eyeballing it to be in the centre. So I'm not over bothered that it's not perfect. I did think that I could have used, might do that for the next one actually, the tailor-made tags. Oh, I've got one already cut anyway. So I've got spares. They cut these out. I'm just wondering if I'd cut them, if that would have worked. Yeah, cooking on gas. That would have worked. I might do that for these ones. There. Then you've got options, haven't you? Options. So I'll cut another 3 of those out. And then for these we need the hole made again. Now I could either use my crocodile or just go in and use this punch. So eyeballing it to be in the centre. It's quite important now that I get this right on account of that. Let's do it this way. So then I can see that I've got the thing in there. Of course, what we've got is 2 layers. Okay. 2 layers there going through, but that worked. Messed that one up. Didn't do that one very well. Actually, I'm going to take it off. Because that will annoy me. And I'm going to cut. Going to cut these out. So I'm going to get them cut out. So they're cut out. And we can stick them on. And that will cover that area up really well. So don't be afraid if you don't like something. Don't be afraid to just pull it off. That's what I do. So you can see a little bit under there, but that does not bother me at all. So I'm going to stick the others on. So there they are, done. And now all they just need is the ribbon. So I'm using the faux suede trim. Going to cut about, let's just poke it through. So I'll decide how much I need. About that much. And I'll snip it off. So now I can use that for all of them. If you want a measurement, cut about 3 inches, which is about 8 centimetres. Thereabouts, thereabouts. And I've got some linen thread as well. I love this ribbon. It does go so well with the early espresso. So we're just, why put that down there? So just poking it through, folding it up. Take a bit of linen thread, about that much. About 5 inches. About 5 inches or 13 centimetres. And then I tighten a knot first. Well, start a knot, start a loop. So I've got a bit of a loop going on there. Feed it down through my tags. through my through the tails. There we go. And I'm going to tighten the knot at 90 degrees where I want my little bow to sit. So tightening knot that way. And then we'll make a little bow. There we go. Pull them out a little bit. And that is how I do it. So I'll finish the others off. And there we have them all finished. So that's my punch, my ribbon, and my floral. That was my tic-tac-toe that I chose, and I have made some vintage tags to go in the journal. So I'm making a mini one, so I wanted some smaller tags to go in there. So hope you like that. I'll link down below to everything I've used. This stamp set comes with 12 by 12 paper and is free with a £90 order. Okay, and only until the end of August, and then it'll be gone. All right then, bye for now. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe.